Hello, everybody. Welcome to an all new Beyond the Barricade. It is 10:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I had a crazy weekend. But before we get into that for a moment, we got our very special guest waiting. Gino, told you so, is standing by. So I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. First of all, I want to thank New Evolution Wrestling for letting me a part of their show Saturday night. Best of the best. Appreciate you guys there. Can't wait to do it again with you guys in Queens. Details to be announced soon. Hopefully, we'll get that scoop when Steven Person comes on sometime next week. Also, want to thank, if I can pull it up. Oh, no, that's Gino stuff. Wrestling is now. They crowned their first World Heavyweight Champion, the one and only Joey Conway. And as it says, hell is empty and all the devils are here. Joey Conway, congratulations with your victory as being the inaugural win. Wrestling is now heavyweight champion. And with that being said, the results of his win and some of the stuff that went down, a new faction was formed. And I'm going to have them all three, for their very first podcast appearance together this Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. It'll be the inaugural champion, Joey Conway, joined by the ring general, Papa Don, and Absolute Alvin Alvarez, or as they like to call themselves, Vintage, this Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the first podcast appearance together. You're definitely not going to want to miss that one, guys. Oh, everybody's saying hello, hi, hey. Yeah, no. All right, without further ado, let me bring up my very special guest, the one, the only, Gino told you so. Hey, how you doing?
How you doing? What's going on, guys?
Look, flexing tonight, man. I haven't been to the gym in a week, bro.
Fresh out of training, man. I'm sore, I'm beat, I'm bruised.
But I am so upset I haven't gone, man. Work and podcasting and all that stuff kept me going. But I'm going tonight after the podcast.
All right. Oh yeah, good. Get in there.
All right. Herb Simmons, hello, sir. How are you?
Good evening. Hello, Herb.
Herb is a promoter in the I forgot what area he's in for a moment. But anyway, he's been in the business 50 years, and he's definitely a good guy.
Herb, we got to talk. I'm filling up my dates as we speak. We got to talk.
Every time Herb comes on, I always mention this, and everybody's like, "Oh, wait."
Hey, typical wrestlers, wrestler's mind. I'm working on dates all the way through literally December. We're working.
There you go. He's got his company is SICW, and they just had the big Bruiser Brody Memorial.
Wow!
Not too long ago. Yeah, it was a big deal. Oh, he said DM him.
I'm on it. I am on it. Herb, I'm on it right now.
Herb, man, look at that. I'm hooking you up. Every time you come on, I'm getting hooking you up. Herb.
There we go. You'll love me by the end of this interview, Herb. Please stick around. Get to know the wrestler that is Gino Rivera.
Awesome. Now we're going to talk about your origins for a minute, but let's talk about you are here for Motivate Pro Wrestling.
Absolutely.
For the most part.
Pro Wrestling.
Talk about your time at Motivate, my good friends over there at Motivate.
Yeah. I've known the promoter Marcus for some time now, and we've meshed as friends. We've meshed as, just co-workers in wild environments in West Texas. And if you guys know West Texas, it is no joke out there. These boys are trying to pretty much murder each other out there. It's a tough atmosphere. I'm from the West Coast, California, and coming up to West Texas is a different vibe. These guys, they're everything they say they are. But speaking of Marcus, he started a company called Motivate Pro Wrestling, and man, he's just one of the hardest working promoters around. I mean, he was a very hardworking wrestler, and today he's just nonstop, just going, and he's thriving. He's kicking butt. He's basically showing everybody that this can be done if hard work is applied to it. So salute to Marcus. Thank you for everything you've done for me.
Marcus, thank you, sir. Thank you for bringing me to Motivate.
I love him. We know we've never gotten into the ring with each other, but one day that will happen, and when it does, it'll be everything I can imagine. So I am the MPW champion in Borger, Texas, for that company. I beat a few chumps that I had to go through to get that. You know what I mean? No biggie, right? But
no biggie.
yeah, you know what I mean. And I've held that championship. I mean, I'm holding it now. Along with my 7 other championships that I've collected around the United States.
Wow. Let's talk about some of those titles real quick. Name them off.
I mean, I'm trying to. Oh, I actually scrolled right down to it. So right now I got it all listed here.
You gotta form a list. There's so many.
I had to, man. So right now I am the.
But you know what?
I'm sorry.
You told them so.
I did, and I'll get to that.
Okay, all right.
So right now I am the BZW champion, which is Below Zero Wrestling, and I won that in North Dakota. Another championship, which is the Motivate Pro Wrestling Championship, which I won May 6th by defeating Samurai del Sol in Borger, Texas.
Wow.
I am the One Revolution first ever Latin American champion that I won in March of 2023.
Wow.
Gosh, I am the Squared Circle Pro SCP iPay-per-view champion that I defeated Draven Reeves for in 2022 of November. I'm still the champion there, still actively defending that.
Wow.
I am the AIWF Cruiserweight champion, which I won back in May of 2022. I am the UEW Underground Empire Wrestling Eastern Pacific champion, which I won in 2021. It never stops. I mean, I don't want to show off, but I showed off and literally.
Wow, that's a long list.
It's a long list. I've had 2 more title matches that I'm going to be in the next few weeks, which I look forward to capturing those. And I'm on my 17th championship in the last 15 years. It's been wonderful, and I currently hold 7 together today. Actively fighting, actively wrestling. None of those titles are dormant. We're doing the damn thing, which is why I tell everybody, I told you so. When I say I told you so, it's not just a saying, it's a lifestyle. My whole life, they've doubted me, and I proved everybody wrong. Left, right, up, down, side to side. It doesn't matter. Right. I told everybody I was going to be the best, and right now I am one of the best out. Matt Cardona, eat your heart out.
I love it. Herb says he just became a member of the AIWF.
All right. Well, I mean, you're going to love me then. You know what I mean? I'm the Cruiserweight champion there. So I challenge any Cruiserweight who thinks they can step in the ring and actually take that from me, which no one has. So sorry, tough luck.
Since you brought him up, have you ever faced Cardona?
Cardona? No, he's running scared. He doesn't. He wants to take over he wants to wrestle those GCW guys, which is easy victories for him. But he doesn't want to get into a ring with a guy that's more athletic, smarter. You know what I mean? Has more ways to beat somebody than just one. Matt Cardona, mark my words, is scared of Gino Rivera, and that is not something I just made up. That's a fact.
All right, maybe we'll see if it ever happens. You
won't see it because I
won't see it. He's running scared.
He's gonna go and tuck his tails between his legs and say, "I got signed. I don't want to. I can't wrestle Gino Rivera." That's his excuse. Go do a fig bath or something. I don't know.
I got you. Fig bath. Fig bath. He might be doing that as we speak.
He probably is. I'm here training in the ring, and he's bathing his figures.
That's right. He's grading them. Yeah. All right, let's start off with how you fell in love with professional wrestling.
The most beautiful woman in the world, my mother. She was a big fan of The Undertaker, and we would rent videos, VHS. I'm dating myself here. But VHS tapes, we would go and rent them. You know what I mean? And we would I might get myself indicted right now. We would double record it on our VCR.
Whoa. Don't get yourself indicted on the
podcast. Well, a friend of mine would
there you go.
Record because we couldn't buy the tapes. But it eventually became a thing where, I started not being able to find these tapes because I would lose these tapes and my mom would have to pay for these tapes. And we kept, they just magically appeared in our house somewhere. But, we loved wrestling and she would watch it. She met Andre the Giant, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, Captain Lou Albano. it was just in her blood from her dad, and it just went down to me. And I
Awesome.
just, out of 6 boys, I'm the only one that loves wrestling as much as she does. Undertaker is her main man. Undertaker is my main man, and
Nice.
I grew to love it ever since.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Now that you fell in love, where did you train to become a professional wrestler, and who were your trainer or trainers, and what were your thoughts during that whole process?
I hope I don't die. Why am I doing this? Is this what I really want to do?
Don't die is number
What did I
one.
sign up for? You know what I mean? That was pretty much what it was. So I don't want to skip anybody, but here's a little bit. I'm so
Okay.
prepared. I've got everybody.
I see, man. You're very
I want to
prepared.
make sure that I give everybody their proper,
The
tip of the hat.
proper.
But I
Gotcha.
was trained with Santino Bros Wrestling, which is ran by Joey Chaos from XPW. You might have heard of that guy. I wonder what he's doing right now.
I've heard of
Right.
him.
And I started training in 2008. I was the first class of Santino Bros in Los Angeles, well,
Mhm.
Norwalk, and it was converted into 1 and 2 because not enough students. There weren't enough students to train because what would start at 40 people signing up ended up being 10, and then
Oh.
6, and then 3. So
Oh, wow.
all combined. Wrestling is hard. It's
It's
not.
not easy.
It's not for everybody. So I started there, and I was trained and coached by Joey Chaos, Mongo Santino, Supreme, rest in peace. He just passed away a few years ago.
Oh, man.
Angel Exotico, Robbie Phoenix, Rico Dynamite, Steve Payne, Clay Motley, Eddie Carnage, Jezebel, and BC Killer. Those are all of my trainers in 2008, all the people that coached me into the wrestler I am, and I am forever grateful of everything Santino Bros has done for me.
Awesome. They did a great job. Look at how many championships you have, man.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, but yeah, they just knew. They gave me the name the Pit Bull for a reason, and I really latched onto that name, and I've taken that, to heart
Right.
by doing what I have to do in this industry to succeed.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Let's go into the first professional match you had. What were your thoughts during that process? And also, who was your opponent?
I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I don't think I was ready. I was in a three-way dance versus my trainers,
Oh, wow.
Steve Payne, Clay Motley, January 17, 2009,
Mhm.
in Newhall, California. And I was actually victorious in my first ever match. I won
Wow.
via victory roll, schoolboy, you know what I mean? It was everything I ever wanted. All the right people that I needed there were there, and it's just one of my best memories ever. It was so cool. The gear I wore was terrible. I had a sex slave mask, which I cut out the ball, and I couldn't afford wrestling gear. I was dirt
Mhm.
poor, dirt broke. So I bought a sex slave mask on eBay,
Mhm.
cut out the ball, and that was the mouth slit, and the holes are like this small. My tights were from Forever 21. I think it was like $65 or something like that. It was some outrageous price. I had kick pads because I couldn't afford boots. These kick pads were bigger than my legs. I looked
Wow.
like I was playing hockey or something as a goalie. And I had this weird arm sleeve because I didn't have elbow pads. So I
Mhm.
was like, "Oh, this should do it." I'll wear an elbow sleeve. And I came out to, "I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough." It was just the weirdest thing. I didn't even have a real name. My wrestling name was The Rookie 88, and everybody's like, "Well, what does that even mean?" Well, in class, I was a rookie. I got everything really fast, and they're like, "Oh, look at this rookie," and they're like, "What year are you born, kid?" And I was like, 1988, and they're like, "That's the Rookie 88 is your name. That's what you're gonna be."
Wow.
I'm like, "Okay."
Okay.
I was the Rookie 88 in 2009. That's where I got my debut.
Wow. Oh, we got a comment for you. What's up, Gino from Canada?
Hi, Cannonball. How are you, dude? Right now, I'm sunburned. I just shaved my head. I look like Mr. Clean. And I just got out of training, just had a nice shower. I'm waiting for a good meal to be cooked up right now. And I've got a lot of work to do, but I'm getting through it. I hope you're doing all right, Cannonball.
Awesome. Awesome. What are you eating tonight then? That you got this great meal coming to you.
Jeez, man. I'm a Pacific Islander, so I like lots of rice. I like lots of meats. I can't tell you guys what it
Me
really
too,
is.
man. Me
It's
too.
vegetables and carrots and chicken
No,
and
I don't eat that. No.
right. But like I said, I need a lot of meat, a lot of rice. I can eat a whole bowl of rice, even though I know that's bad.
That's
Please don't.
bad. I know.
I get it. I get it.
I
But
had a whole bowl too myself today.
yeah, see, I can put 3 cups of rice and it's done. It's devoured in one day, you know. So
100%.
yeah, I got it waiting downstairs as I do this interview. So
all right, let's go into, before we go into my next really good question, how did you go from your original name to now Gino Tolduso?
well, I had several names, you know what I mean? I had a whole bunch of names. I went from the Rookie 88 to Seville the Thrill to Hatebreed. Yes,
I like Seville the Thrill. I like that name.
Well, you know, I didn't like it, but it was catchy.
It's catchy, yeah. I was about to say it's catchy.
Seville is my government name, and I was like, what rhymes with Seville the Thrill? And at first I thought, maybe I'll call myself Villy La Don. You know, my coach would call me Villy for short. I was like the Don, as like I'm a Don, but I wasn't a Don of anything. But it was the worst name ever. They didn't like that, and I went with Seville the Thrill Alvarez, and I was like, okay, maybe that will work. Then I did another company who was like, that name sucks. Your name's gonna be Hatebreed Ricky Barrera, and I was like, that's a terrible name. I hate that. You know. Then it got even worse to, you know, basically they told me Gino Barrera. And I was like, that's even worse. What's going on? I left the company for TV and they're like, we don't want to use any of those names. We're going to put you in a tag team with Danny Limelight. We need you guys to have the same names, you know, and I got the name Gino Rivera. Danny Limelight's last name is Rivera, Danny Rivera, and my last name is Alvarez. They didn't like that. So David Marquez, shout out to you, even though he doesn't talk to me and he hates me nowadays. I don't know. I'm just kidding. But yeah, he just told me, he's like, hey, find a name. We want to do something with a character, you and Danny Limelight, called Los Primos Rivera. I was like, okay, cool. I got the name Gino.
Well, I think your sound went out, Gino. I can't hear you. I can't hear. Can anybody hear Gino? Hello? Can you hear me? I think we lost Gino. Gino, while we're trying to get you back, Cannonball has something for you. Hey, Gino, I come back to Albuquerque in a couple of months. I would like to get in the ring again. Yeah, Serena can't hear. Nobody can hear you, Gino. We can't hear you. Can everybody hear me? You know what, Gino? Take a moment, sign out, and come back in, okay? All right. While Gino is doing that, let me go to this real quick. So, for those of you that don't know, I have partnered up with MCW because we are doing a anti-bullying tour. So I got with them because I got really involved with this, and we decided to create our own sticker, which will be made sometime this week. Hopefully, I'll get them by the weekend. But this is the sticker. We're going to sell them for $5, and the donations are going to a scholarship fund that MCW is setting up down there. Oh, I think Gino's back. But anyway, look out for those stickers. You know, hit me up, DM me, DM Carl Clapp, and we'll get you those stickers and help support the anti-bullying cause. All right, Gino, are you good?
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you now. Yay!
Yes, there we go. I don't know. See, bad juju. Cannonball, to answer your question, I am in Albuquerque. I actually run a school here called Off the Ropes. Oh, nice. Anytime you want to get in the ring, come on in, contact me.
He wants to come back, yes. Good stuff happening tonight, Gino.
Absolutely.
You're going to get booked with Herb. Cannonball wants to come back.
Hey, come on.
What else is going to happen tonight? Is Marcus going to show up?
I'm a businessman. This is my office. I'm in my office. I'm working on bookings. I'm doing it. So
you told the world that Cardona's scared of you. That life is good for Gino.
I hope somebody asks him. I hope somebody shows him this video. Let him know he's afraid of me. I don't care how many belts he's got. He doesn't care how many belts I got, but he doesn't want to step into a ring he doesn't want to step into any ring without feeling comfortable with those GCW guys because it's an easy win for him. Not with here, not with Gino.
Not
I'm gonna
with
make his
Gino.
ass work.
You gotta make him work for it.
He's always ready, but he's not ready for me. So
he's not always ready.
Never.
All right, let's go into opponent you want to wrestle that you haven't wrestled so far in the indie scene.
There's only two right now. Jacob Fatu, and one that is going to happen by the end of this year, Psychosis.
Oh, wow. That's good. Good.
Oops, did I pull that out of the bag?
Yes, you did. Is that breaking news?
Yeah, it's happening. As far as I know, everything's all good. Everything's all ready. So we just got to wait till the big announcement comes out. I've got some pretty big matches coming up in the next few months. I'm excited, but I'm also motivated more than ever.
Awesome, man. And Jacob Fatu, man, he's making some waves up here in the Northeast.
I need to catch Jacob Fatu before he gets picked up by a big company.
I know that's the rumor. He's gonna get picked up by who.
Yeah. I've heard those rumors, and you know what? I missed out on Solo. You know what I mean? Me and Seth were gonna wrestle, and then COVID came, and
Oh, really? You were gonna throw it down with Solo?
It was in the works. It was a building. I was making fun of Rikishi. I was making fun of his family, the tradition, everything. He wanted to whip my ass, and COVID came and shut that down. And then next thing you know, he got signed.
Yeah.
So Jacob Fatu, brother, sorry, we need to bang it out, baby.
He's next, man. You better catch him quick.
I need to. Catch you like a Pokemon, my man.
There you go. What has been your toughest match so far in your career?
Darren Young, aka Red Roster.
I know who that is and why.
Jeez. Darren Young, he made me work. And this is a man who is the most humble, kind, sweetest person in the world.
I hear that about him.
And he will literally give you the shirt off his back. He'll give you the food in his plate. Like, he will do anything it's always you first and him last. And I'll never, ever take his friendship for granted. But what I did take for granted was his ring skills in Pomona, California in 2019, when I thought, easy work. And no, sir. And blew my ass up. This man kicked my butt from pillar to post, from guardrail to ring skirt. I remember myself being on top of the third turnbuckle and literally gasping for air and thinking, I can't do this. I got nothing left. I can't even jump on him. I am dying. And it was just because he is a machine. That man is everything he says he is. He deserves everything he's ever worked and earned in life. I love you, Darren. Hope to see you soon.
Awesome. Tell him that Papa Denk says hi, but he won't know who that is.
I'll mention it.
Like, who the hell's that?
That's just a wrestler.
Some podcaster. I don't know who he is.
Wrestlers are the worst. Yeah.
That's right. All right, let's go into a wrestling match you want to be in that you have not been in your career thus far.
I've actually checked off almost every box of wrestling matches that I wanted to be in, from casket matches, which I have a phobia of caskets, and I was in a casket match.
Wow.
That was real reactions. That was scary. That was everything I didn't want it to be. But
who is your opponent for that match?
Crash in Colorado. So it was, this guy is literally 200 to 300 pounds, could not fit in that casket, and I fit that man into.
You fit him in the casket.
He had a freak out in the casket.
Oh, really?
I stood over the casket and I'm like, yeah, I'm the winner. And all of a sudden I'm jumping and he's like pushing, like, get me out of
this casket.
Having an episode in the casket. And as soon as he got out, his eyes were like, you know what I mean? I'm like, what the hell happened to that guy? And he's like, I do it, So I've been in casket matches. I've been in kiss my foot matches, cage matches, hardcore death matches. I've done it all.
Wow.
But actually, I take that back. There is one match that I would like to do, and it's called a diaper match.
Diaper match?
Cry babies. Razor Ramon versus 123 Kid at the time. I think it was 94.
Oh, you're right. He did have that type of match. He put him in the diaper. That's right.
Yeah, he put him in a diaper, and he woke up, and he had all the baby powder on his face, and he's like, "Why is everybody laughing at me?" He looks down. There's a giant diaper on him. There's a lot of you crybabies in the wrestling world, and I'm calling you out. Any one of you guys, a diaper match. If you guys want to cry about how wrestling is so hard and everybody's mean and this, come challenge me. I'll put you in the diaper that you deserve to be in, courtesy of Gino Rivera.
What about they put you in a weasel costume? Remember that?
I remember a weasel costume. I remember that very well. I'll definitely do that too, but I won't be.
Right. Oh man, I think we're losing you, Gino.
Am I still here? Can you still hear me?
I can hear you now. Cannonball says I was in a match where I had 1,000 thumbtacks stuck in my head. Wow, Cannonball.
Thumbtacks stuck in my boots that went all over the place after slamming my trainer into a box of thumbtacks. That was fun.
Ouch. Ouch. All right, let's jump out of wrestling for a moment. What does Gino like to do for fun? Does he have any hobbies? Do you watch movies, television?
I'm a nerd. I like conspiracy theories. I like forensic files, Goosebumps.
Ooh, okay.
I rap, I sing, I write, I produce. You know what I mean? I'm a comedian when I want to be. I like to sing. You know what I mean? I like to act. There's just anything. I'm a blast in a glass is what they call it. You know? I like everything.
What is your favorite song to sing?
My favorite song, man.
Yeah, that you love to sing.
I love Whitney Houston. I love Tina Turner.
Oh, okay.
I love pop music, the cheesiest pop music ever. You know what I mean? If it's not 90s horrible one-hit wonder musics, I don't want it. I mean, I love that stuff. You know what I mean?
Are you telling me you're an NSYNC guy?
I'm an NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, O-Town, you name LFO. Like, I love it. I'm not ashamed. You get in my car, we're doing a 6-hour ride.
I'm not ashamed either. I listen to NSYNC.
We're gonna, you are my fire. Hold on. Desire, believe. Trust me. Okay, we can get down to this.
That's right. There's actually a wrestler up here that comes out singing that song.
You know what? Actually, I where I was gonna be a pop star, like a boy band. You know what I mean? And I wanted to sing to the ring, and I guess 100 other people have that gimmick, so I didn't do it. So I was gonna do the whole white pants, white shirt, pouring the water all over me like a bad 90s music video, and coming out with a flannel, with the wind, with somebody blowing on, with the blow dryer.
You can do it all.
Yeah, I guess that wasn't in the cards, you know what I mean? So
Sarah says she's a Backstreet Boy chick herself.
Absolutely. I love Backstreet Boys. Everybody is one of my favorite songs. Everybody.
Oh, that's a great song, man.
I was over here like this, like, I'd be the guy watching on TRL. Remember TRL with Carson?
I remember TRL. Yeah, I love TRL.
I watched that show and I was like, how the hell does everybody get to call and be in these little squares and be like, hi, my name is Gino Rivera, and I just want to say I love the Backstreet Boys. I wanted to do that so bad, and I never got to because they shut down.
They shut it down. That's right. Oh, yeah. Man.
I hope they come back because now I can actually, I'll do it. I'll call in and I'll fanboy all over the Backstreet Boys. You know what I mean?
I'm still waiting for that NSYNC reunion tour, man.
Don't play because I'll be the first one in line, hanging on the guardrail, like Nick, Justin, everybody, whoever. If they, I think they did a joint. Didn't they do?
They did a little thing like on a stage or something, but it was like quick. It wasn't that long.
Oh man,
at some show.
Talk about fanboying, man. Bring it here.
I'll bring it here.
Yeah.
All right, let's go for some. Let's go back into wrestling and talk about some goals that you might have for the rest of the year. That we're halfway through it.
Absolutely.
All right, what are some of your goals that you have for the rest of the year?
Oh, okay. Sorry. The goals.
You're like, yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm looking for the question. Here I am. You already asked the question.
That is the question.
Too many chair shots. Too many, head bumps. So I can say this right now that I have done everything that I've wanted in wrestling. I've traveled to all the best places. I've wrestled the greatest talent in the world. I've met all of my heroes, and they were everything that I ever thought they would be. I've
Awesome.
met Undertaker.
Oh wow.
I've done it all. I've wrestled for the WWE. I've wrestled for AEW.
Wow.
Never really had an interest in Impact or MLW, but if they hire me, hi, come,
You're ready to go.
But I always told people that I was going to wrestle for the WWE, and I haven't done that just one time. I've done it on multiple occasions. I've done extra work since 2014. I've done it every year, at least 2 to 3 times a year. I've wrestled, done extra work, security spots, pull aparts, I got beat up by Drew McIntyre in Royal Rumble 19 in front of like a freaking stadium in Arizona. Like I've done everything I wanted to do, but get signed by the WWE. I had a tryout in December of 2021, I believe.
Mm.
And it just didn't go. It just, the cards didn't fit. You know what I mean? It wasn't the time. And I understood what happened. I got to regroup and collect myself and try to make this work again. One thing I preach to my kids is the day that you give up will be the day that somebody somewhere sometime was looking for you. And that's what keeps me in the business today. I can't leave. I can't give up because I feel like the day that I leave, the day that I say, hey, you know what? I'm hanging up the boots. One of those companies will come calling and go, hey, where's that Gino Rivera kid? Where's that pit bull looking dude? All right. Yeah. We wanted, oh, he retired.
That
All
pit
right.
bull looking dude.
We'll get the next guy, So,
Oh,
totally.
it's funny you reference Pitbull.
I get it all the time. I get Chris Brown, Pitbull, Stephen
Uh,
Curry, Pete Davidson. They call me a broke ass Pete Davidson thing. I'll take it. Okay, I'll take it.
Pitbull's rich, man.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
if he needs a doppelganger to run away,
That's right.
be that guy. Okay,
He's got his own radio channel in there.
I like some of his songs.
Yeah,
Definitely.
me too. Definitely an interesting story in his part.
Yes. So basically, all I need to do is get signed. That's what I really want to do in wrestling. Done everything. I've met my heroes, wrestled where I wanted to wrestle, who I wanted to wrestle. I just want to get signed now.
Name some of the people that you did wrestle that were your heroes.
Gosh.
Just a couple. You don't have to do.
No, right now, I'm gonna wrestle one of my heroes. His name is Psychosis.
Right.
That's my second favorite wrestler.
Uh-huh.
But you could say definitely like one of them. This is random, right? But Grand Metalik was one of my guys.
Oh wow, okay.
I wrestled him, and then not only that is Brian Kendrick. Like I had his action figure. How you doing, Matt Cardona? I had his action figure, and I wasn't giving him a fig bath. Okay, I was
right.
Him.
No fig bath for him.
Bathing him in a tub, but I had his action figure, and I got to actually wrestle him, and we had a dust up. We had a rocky start. We had a feud that was real outside of wrestling. It was bad, and it almost made me quit wrestling. And we patched it up just recently. I wrestled them in Colorado again, and everything was smooth as ice. Another one was Chris Masters, who's now one of my great friends. I love Chris Masters, but I used to also have his figure, no fig bath. And man, me and Chris Masters, I'm actually going to see him in a few weeks. We're going to wrestle in Montana for Flashback Pro Wrestling.
Oh, nice.
It's one of my favorites. I got to wrestle him, and he literally full Nelson the blood out of my brain. So love you, Chris. We got sick at Applebee's together too, so that's a good story for us.
All right, what countries have you wrestled for?
The United States. I've traveled all over the United States. Haven't been to Japan, haven't been to Mexico, but Mexico is in the works as we speak.
Oh, it's on the list.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Any thoughts about going to like New Japan and stuff like that? UK.
I would love to go to New Japan. New Japan is another dream of mine. But obviously WWE will always trump any dream wrestling wise in general. Right. I love New Japan. I wrestle the style. It's a very strong style wrestling. I teach my kids the same way. You know what I mean? My school, we're very strong style. I was brought in on strong style wrestling, so I respect the culture. I respect the presence. I respect the ring work, the people, the food. I love Love everything Japan.
Okay, awesome. How many students you have?
I have about 17 to 20 of them, I believe. Yeah.
Oh,
Inactive.
wow.
Some are inactive, some are not. So
okay.
Yeah. Some of them are injured and they're still here because they can learn like this, right?
Yeah, they can watch. Absolutely.
They can still watch. I preach it all the time. I got a guy with a broken hand. I've got a guy with a broken shoulder, I believe. I got a guy who hurt, strained his back right now. But these guys are still hungry and they're still at training every single day because they know that they can learn like this and they can learn like this. They can't learn sitting at home watching Goosebumps, right?
Or
I tell
playing
them,
video games.
hey, when I'm sick, when I'm hurt, I'm out there and I am in that ring with you, trying to make sure that I don't have any excuse to why I can't be here. I am here every single day and I will continue. If I got to be here on a stretcher and be like, all right, guys, whatever, I will be here.
You will be there.
Yes.
Sarah says you will get to WWE. I believe in you.
Thank you. That's so sweet of you. I believe it too. And you know what? I have faith. I have hope and I work hard. You know what I mean? There's not a person in the business right now working harder than I am right now to make those goals happen. I am constantly talking, constantly on phones, constantly promoting. I am my biggest fan, and that is what carries me.
That's good. That's great, man. That's great. And since you brought it up, let's talk about promoting.
Yes.
I've seen recently a lot of wrestlers don't promote the shows they're going to be on. What are your thoughts on that?
No, I think it's geez, I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I don't care because I'm Gino Rivera. I think it's pathetic. I think
it's important.
I think it's sad. It's disheartening that someone will spend money on you and your picture and pay these people to put you on a flyer just for you to share it one time. You know what I mean? This is people. I tell my camp this. I go, there's people that go on, let's say, Facebook at night only, and when you share it in the morning, they don't see that because the algorithms are moving, right?
Right.
You got to be literally sharing all the time, cutting promos, sharing other people's flyers. Hey, there's a big name here. Share that. Hey, I want to talk about the match I'm having. I'll jump on a live. You know what I mean? I'll go and do a podcast. I'll promote my match every single day because, like I said, there's not many people that jump on social media, on Twitter or something every day. They go on, I'm not going in on a Friday night and see what's going on. You know what I mean? I promote every day as if I am running the show. You understand? Like I take a promotion. If they book me, I'm going to promote every single day as if they go, wow, is Gino running the show or is this his show?
Or is this, yeah, right.
He's the only one promoting. You know what I mean?
That's what a company would want in their talent. You know what I'm saying?
I am booked literally almost. I have few dates left. I am booked all the way through December because promotions know the work I put in. And you know what I mean? You can't knock that. You know what I mean? There's people that literally get upset when I come in and I'm rewarded for what I do, the work I put in. And they can't complain because I am doing more than what their champion is doing. I'm doing more than what their booker's doing.
Yep.
I believe in myself. I want people to know that I'm there. I want the company to make money. I want to make money. And I want this to last forever. And we can't do this if people are lazy and they just go, I'll let the promoter share the flyer. I'll let the company. It's their job. My job is just to wrestle. No, when you get booked, you take on multiple jobs. You wear multiple caps. Caps. And you need to carry yourself like a wrestler because no one is going to push you harder than yourself. No one believes in you more
than yourself, right?
No one is 100%. Your biggest fan more than you. And without you, I guess you're just going to be another one of those guys that just are inactive or just backstage and wondering, why doesn't anybody care about me? It's because you didn't make them care. You didn't hype the match. You didn't promote it. You didn't cut a promo. Nothing. And I hate people that do that. I wrestle a lot every single weekend from Thursday to Sunday. And you'd be amazed about the people that go, man, dude, all I see is your post every single day, every morning, every night. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, because I care about this match. And I thought you would care about it too. And now I'm going to show you why these people, whether I'm a good guy or a bad guy, they care about what I do in that ring versus what you do because they don't know who you are. You have no social media presence. You have no presence at all. We need to change that.
How are you going to get yourself whatever? booked if you don't promote the company you're with.
You think kicking a curtain and saying "Let's go, baby" is gonna make somebody go woo?
Well, no, I agree.
When I come through that curtain and they're chanting Gino already, or they're like, "Oh crap, that's the guy that cut that amazing promo. That's the guy that told me every day he's gonna kick Killer Cross's ass. That's the guy I came to see. I can't wait till that guy gets his butt kicked." Ric Flair, you know what I mean, made you believe, made you care, made you go, I'm going to spend my money to see Ric Flair get his butt whipped by Ricky Steamboat.
100%.
And that's how it is. Whether I'm the villain, you're going to make sure, I'm going to make sure you come down to see me get my butt kicked or escape a butt whipping. You never know, but you're going to care. And a lot of these guys are lazy today because they expect everybody to do it for them. Not my style.
Right. I agree. I'm involved with I'm part of a promotion called Wrestling Is Now, and all they do is have their talent go on podcasts, different podcasts.
Yeah.
And promote the show like nothing I've ever seen before.
Oh yeah. I'm literally, you are one of 3 podcasts that I'm doing this week just to promote myself, who I am.
Definitely.
And you give me the platform to let people know, hey, I'm wrestling here. I'm a wrestler through and through. This is what I do. This is what I love.
You have to do that.
Seriously.
Right.
This is a serious business.
100% agree. And it's just a subject that's been brought to my attention. Well, not that brought to my attention. I've seen it. But now I think some of the promoters are watching from different companies all over. I'm not just saying in the Northeast, all over, seeing this stuff. And they're like, man, why is my talent not doing this?
Yeah. Oh, I get it all the time. And I will literally give myself a little Barry Horowitz, right? I'll do it all day because, we'll have those meetings before a show and they're like, congratulations, Gino Rivera is the only guy that promoted the show. He tagged me 1,000,000 times every single day leading up to the show, and he made people care, and more tickets were bought, blah, blah, blah. Gino Rivera, give yourself a hand. I'm you know what I mean?
Right. I would do the same thing. I'd be like this.
I'm like, this is my hard work. I was up late at night doing this when I should have been asleep, but I knew I had a show on Friday that I got to promote. I have a championship that I got to make people care about, which is why I'm going to whip Bob Evans' butt at Motivate Pro. Come, what is it? July 1st, Saturday, July 1st in Borger, Texas. Bob Evans, I'm going to send you back to that paper route that you care so much about because you don't belong in the business anymore. The business has passed you by and you're hogging all the spotlight. You're taking away money. You left us nothing. You and you veterans, all of you, nothing but scraps. And I'm angry and I'm upset and I'm going to show you exactly why you are better off doing a paper route than you are in the ring with Gino Rivera. Promise.
Nice. Gino, man, I appreciate you coming on the show. Thank you very much.
Good night.
No. Whoa, hold on. Promote all your upcoming events and where everybody can follow you before we head out.
Jeez. Gosh. Let's just say right now, I'm just going to give you about a few matches. Guys,
right.
I'll be...
Hold on. He's going to pull out the list right now. Hold on.
Got it covered. This Friday, I am going to be in El Paso, Texas for Pro Wrestling Legacy, where I will be in a tournament. And I'm pretty much going to go all the way. I have no doubt in my heart, no doubt in my mind that I am going to go all the way. I've won tournaments before. I've got countless trophies in my closet. I am a tournament master. I know how to win, and that's what I'm going to do. With that being said, I have July 1st, Borger, Texas, Motivate Pro Wrestling, where I'm going to kick Bob Evans. He's not so brutal anymore. The only thing brutal about Bob is his stomach, which, you know what I mean? We're going to pop him just like a balloon. Okay. Besides that, I head back to Pro Wrestling Legacy in El Paso, July 7th for another tournament, which, of course, I'm going to win out as well. And then I have a big, giant match at Battleground Pro Wrestling in Colorado, July 8th, which we crown a new BPW champion. And I look to add my 18th championship to my legacy, my 8th championship around my waist, around my neck, around my arm. I'm going to send you a picture of all the belts that I have.
Oh, yeah, definitely send it to me.
You can't see my face anymore. I'm covered. Ultimo Dragon. It's Ultimo Gino now.
Ultimo Gino.
With that being said, I head down to Lubbock Pro Wrestling July 22nd for Squared Circle Pro, which I will be defending my iPay-per-view championship. And just two more. I defend July 23rd, my Latin American championship against Johan from Puerto Rico. And then this is the banger that this is the last one I'm going to give you because I don't want to give you all my dates, but Mr. Kennedy. Oh, I can't say that, right? I apologize. I don't want to get sued or any of that, but
Gotcha.
I'm going to whip the blonde hair. Does he even have hair anymore? No, he doesn't.
I don't think he has it, no.
I'm going to whip the tenor off of you, Ken Anderson. You've been ignoring a guy like me, and I understand I'm a nobody, right? I'm not somebody that's on your radar. But after the match, you will remember me. You will remember this face. You will remember the name, and there will be no more mic checks because the only mic check around will be me talking to you in the mic saying, I beat your butt fair and square. And I'm bringing my partner, Ocean Avery, and you can bring whoever you want, but just understand, Green Bay, Wisconsin, wherever we're at, it's Clear Lake, Wisconsin for Midwest All-Star. They brought me in and I came to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to beat up Mr. Anderson in front of all of his friends, his family, his coworkers, his students. I'm going to make you beg for mercy. Why? Because I told you so.
Awesome. And where can everybody follow you?
You can follow me on all platforms. Gino Tolduso, one word. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I am active. If you want to book me, let me know. Guys, I can take care of everything. Just get me out to your town. I am attracted to states I've never been. I don't care about titles. I don't care about names. I want to go somewhere where I can sightsee because that's what I'm attracted to.
All right, Gino. As for me, I will be back Wednesday with another 3 live podcasts. One of them is The End. It will be on at 8. And just booked now the first appearance as a group together, Vintage from Wrestling Is Now, featuring Joey Conway, the first world's heavyweight champion for Wrestling Is Now. Joined by Papa Don. You know Papa Don?
I know Papa Don. I follow his stuff all the time. I can't wait to wrestle him and stretch him.
Dude, he's no joke, man.
No joke, but yeah, I definitely followed his work for years. I respect the man. Can't wait to step in the ring to him. He's an East Coast guy.
He's the ring general, yes.
Yeah.
The East Coast guy.
Yeah.
And Absolute Alvin Alvarez. They are Vintage, and they are coming on in their first podcast appearance. And, I don't know. Do you know Joey Conway on the right?
I don't know these guys, but I'd love to get to know these guys because I haven't wrestled on the East Coast before, and I'd love to.
You're gonna have to come down here, man. I mean, there's a lot of good wrestlers up here.
I take that back. I went to Baltimore, Maryland. Is that's East Coast kind of?
It's East Coast, not Northeast, but East Coast.
Yeah, so I've been there. I take that back. I'm a liar. I'm a heel. What do you think?
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, man, they're coming on, and I'm excited about that. I'm part of that promotion, and also part of MCW with the anti-bullying tour, which I will be selling these stickers for $5, which is going to go to a scholarship program of MCW's choice that they are actually putting together.
Oh, lovely.
So you can DM me for the stickers. You can DM Carl Clapp from MCW for stickers. You can DM Serena if you want stickers. Let us know so we can get them made and get them out to you. And recently we were joined by Mary Beth Bird from The Voice and American Idol fame.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that kills me.
She's part of the anti-bullying tour, man.
Wow. Man.
We might be starting a movement over here, Gino.
Oh, I could have got me a record deal or at least a shout out or a guest spot on an album. I don't know.
Listen, man, we're hooking you up, man. We hooked you up with her. We sent them all your info already.
Man, I feel like one of my sponsors, whenever I go into their stuff, they just give me free stuff, and I'm like, I'll take it. All right.
I don't get free stuff, so it must be nice.
Yes.
But anyway, don't forget to follow me at all things Papa Dank, Beyond the Barricade. I'm all over Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, you name it. I will be there. Oh, I can't forget this. Speaking of promotions, my home promotion. I gotta put that up if I can find all this info. I have so much stuff on here. But anyway, the next show for Victory Pro Wrestling is, there it is, the Battle in Bayshore, Saturday night, July 15th. Make sure you go to victoryprowrestling.com now to get your tickets to see some of these great stars. Gino, do you recognize anybody?
I don't, but I want to fight him. I want to fight that guy.
Which one?
The one holding the goat. I want to fight him. I want to punch him in the face.
That's Bobby Orlando. You better look him up.
I want to punch him in the face right now. And then there's a guy with a butterfly tattoo right now. I want to chop the soul out of him.
That's Leo Sparrow.
I want him. And then definitely this guy's holding a championship right there.
That's Eric James. He's the one I just told you about that comes out singing Backstreet Boys.
We need to have a sing-off right now.
A sing-off. There you go. That's
and then this
Eric James.
This young lady right here holding the championship. I want a piece of you.
That's Valentina Vasquez.
I might have to make my way out there.
Gino wants to wrestle everybody.
I want Gino versus everybody.
Leo Sparrow just wrestled MJF on the indie scene. MJF's first indie appearance in a long time.
Wow. I know MJF when he was a green boy. How about that, huh?
Really? Well, they're all from Creator Pro, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I might have to sneak my way into Creator Pro and be
you have to sneak your way in.
Today's my first day. Yeah, and beat somebody up.
All right, everybody, have a good night. Gino, just hold on for a second.
Absolutely.
And we'll be back on Wednesday.